no matter where you are, men do not know how to vet. I don't know, there's a skill to it. They don't know how to vet women. You cannot trust a big butt and a smile. I've had that. And so what I found is I looked at it as though it was like gymnastics. If you watch gymnastics, the number one person is the person who wins the all around. That means they've done the ground exercise, the horse, the uneven bars. They might not have been the best in every category, but overall, they were the best. So that's what was the initial part. That I've been with women who better bodies, may look better, but they always lack something. So what are the things that made me go? She was educated. I know a lot of people say, I can get a girl at McDonald's. Well, I didn't want to bring a girl that only has skills to work at McDonald's to the United States. So I needed to know that she had a skill level or she was at least willing to learn once she got to the United States. For instance, if she did not speak proper Spanish, what makes you think she's going to speak proper English? If she was unwilling to learn English while she was there, she's not going to learn English here. And it's going to make it very difficult. You're always going to be the person that has to speak the other language. My thing was I always vetted women in a few ways. What is it that she can do for me? What is she bringing to the table? How is she going to make my life easier? And she sampled those things when I was there. The question that I always ask a woman when I would go out with them, and it's almost like a test question. They say, hey, you want to go get something to eat like on a first date? Yeah. Where would you like to go? And that's going to tell me a lot about her. The reason is she going to pick the most expensive restaurant, someplace she ain't never been? Is she going to find out what I want and say, well, I know you like this, so this restaurant will be befitting to you? And a lot of guys, they get a girl who, they pick the highest top restaurant. They order the lobster that they never had, and they're not looking out for your bottom line and your wallet. So I needed to make sure, one, she was looking out for my bottom line, my wallet. What was the relationship with her family? Did she have a relationship with her family? Because as you know, in those cultures, the family can be very judgmental, and they can position if they're going to be good or bad. So was, her mom loose out there? Did her mom judge her? Was her father in her life? So those are things. Her friends. Who did she hang around? Was her friends sluts? If her friends were sluts, she was going to be a slut. Who was her previous partners? Was she with the hood dudes or was she with educated people? Another fact was she had already been to the United States. So her father had worked in customs and her mother was a journalist. So the flair of, oh, I want a passport, I need to go to the US, it was not prevalent with her. In actuality, she didn't want to come to the United States. She had a government job. Life was easier there. So to her, it was an inconvenience to come here. So if you meet a girl who had never traveled out of wherever she's at, and now she says, this is her meal ticket. So you, like Austin, you meet a chick, you become her meal ticket. I wasn't the meal ticket because she had the experience had already done. She had family that lived in New York, family in the United States. She had traveled here. So that flair was gone. So my thing was, has she ever traveled? Another question, does she have traditional values? The first time I was there, I got cooked for, brought over to the family. I seen how her grandmother was like, you need to serve your man. You got to do this. So those are things I also look for. Another, how she reacted to gifts. Man, you bring a girl them gifts, they always say, oh, is it a brand gift? Is it this gift? If I can bring her something simple, she's like, oh man, this is the best thing I've had. This is nice. You just gave me a hat with my name on it. I'm gonna wear that hat all the time. All right, now we can go. I also, since I was going into the corporate world, I needed a lady that I could bring to corporate events. If she had different colored hair, long nails, fake butt, fake titties, fake eyelashes, you get judged. Other men and other women are going to look at you by the person you have by your side. They're going to judge you by that. And I didn't want to be judged in that sense. I wanted to have the person beside me be able to go to the nightclub, and then also go to the corporate office and be able to be comfortable in both situations. Um, you know, another thing is social media. I know guys that have dated girls for years, and you go to that girl's social media and you don't see no pic of that man. I'm like, how do you say she love you? You hidden. She don't have no pic. Y'all at a restaurant, and all of a sudden she has pics of her, the dinner, the food, the drink, the bill, and you're nowhere in the picture. Why would you bring a chick like that to the United States? She doesn't value you. So I wanted to make sure if we were dating, am I in the social pics? How does she treat me around her other friends? Am I up here? Is she valuing me, or am I, someone to be secret? Um, let's see. Am I the topic of conversation with her friends? I remember we were somewhere and a girl said, I don't want to know about him. This is your boyfriend. I want to know about you. Because every conversation she had, she referenced me. It was like, oh, my boyfriend this. And where do you like to go? Oh, well, my boyfriend goes this. So I was the topic of that conversation. So those are the things that I vetted to make sure she was the person that I was going to bring. I know that was long, but I had a long list.
Hey, I'm actually taking some notes myself. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video myself again. That's some really good information. Very good information. So, wow. Especially her referencing you in every conversation. I've had that happen before, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's, the foreign women, in my opinion, are better, but that doesn't mean you always come across women that are that interested in you like that. So you still, like you said, you still have to vet. Just because it's better doesn't mean it's perfect, So you still have to look out for all these things that you're describing. I would agree. So how did you come to the decision? You pretty much been answering a lot of these questions. How did you come to the decision to bring your wife to live with you in Texas?
Well, would it be live with me in Texas or actually live in the United States?
Let's say United States.
All right. Well, let's start with the Texas. I think you have another question about the United States. I was actually in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I got an opportunity. The headquarters that I worked for moved to Dallas, Texas. So I said, I'm going to take an opportunity. I left her in my house. I said, hey, you in the house by yourself. I had to be gone for a year because I had another purpose that I had to go through. And I said, this is an opportunity I can't miss. Take care of this, and I'm gone. Remember I said educated? Mm-hmm. The reason it was easy to bring her to Texas was there's a lot of Latinos in Texas. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She became bilingual. Mm-hmm. You know how easy it is for someone who speaks 2 languages to get a job? Mm-hmm, it was easy to bring her down here and do it. There's a lot of Latino community. So it was easy for her to find a job. It was easy for her to mix in with the other Latino community. So that was a no-brainer to bring her here. It was actually a much easier adjustment to come here than when we lived in Ohio, just because you have stores and things like that would cater to the more Latino community.
Okay. So that's a good answer as well. You get, because you're pretty much answering this.
Oh no, we'll go through them, brother. Let's fire them out. And as I said, you can turn on your comments. We can roll with those guys too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in full observation mode right now. I'm just listening at this point because it's very interesting. So, who expressed concerns about your decision? This is a good one. Who expressed concerns about your decision to marry and bring your wife back to the United States? And what were their main points? Like a mother or a friend or a dad or somebody that was like, I don't know if you should do this. She might want a green card or she might just monkey branch as soon as you get here. Who are those people in your life?
Actually, I had friends that had gone to DR, so they had met her before that. The enemies or the people who expressed concerns were my friends. My friends was like, look, man, you done hit everybody. You ain't never settled down. You out here screwing the world. You a whore. Why ruin that good woman? So I got more benefits from my friends where they were just like, I was the person who Christmas dinner, I'd have Thanksgiving dinner, I bring one chick to the family. Christmas dinner, I bring another one, and that ain't the same one I'm going to have next year. Somebody's going to be there on Easter. So nobody ever seen me settle down. the concern was with my family, why are you going to ruin somebody? When it became with her family, her friends were the same way. Uh, you know, you're going to go all the way to the United States. You're going to leave us behind. So, her mother was concerned. She had always lived with her mother. And it's not like you're 2 hours away anymore. It's not like I can just call you or go see you. You're hours away. What is it? The other thing was, like you said, what happens if she comes here and just wants a green card? Okay. We kind of already solved that because she could have come here as a tourist all she wanted. She just chose not to. They were like, are you going to have, you're going to have to marry that girl.